jeans with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Carolina Panthers taking on Matthew Stafford and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 45-yard
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A game there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller, because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Stafford. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
The numbers for Cooks in that game last week. 8 catches, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 3 catches, 84 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Panthers 10.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
To the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 20. First down, Buccaneers.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Stafford. It's complete to Brown, right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Running with Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the...
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Demarcus Robinson his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And his kick is good. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Man open left side is Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Buccaneers.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 43-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Over the middle here to Brown. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Here's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Levi. David. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
17 more yards. That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
35-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
The final shot before the break. Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Buccaneers, nothing.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be second down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Check 52 the line. Check 52 the line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. On the ground, Kamara. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Play action. Now it's Allen. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Shoves him away, pushing through the contact. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs ready to take over once again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best block.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
On the carry.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, you used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on it or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
From the 16, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll make it third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing now is Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 30.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, Allen. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Stafford. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
To the air again, Stafford. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard at the 25-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. Man open left side is Brown.
Stafford's pass.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 7. First down.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
43 is the mic. Yard.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside.
Stafford's pass.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And 5.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Stafford down to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Panther touchdown.
Touchdown, Panthers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Buccaneers, nothing. Graham Gano.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 4 yards to go.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Allen off the play fake. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Here, third on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get...
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me broke? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me woke? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't around here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay. I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.